and me and you. All these years of inspiration and love. Oh, how we live and what we say. It's Stampin' Up and it's our way.
Hey everyone, it's Pauline from Stamp with Pauline, and I wanted to do a variation of the card that we did for Creativity Now. So Creativity Now is for demonstrators, and it was an event we held with our team, and everyone got to come and make these cards. This was the actual card, and I've probably posted a picture of that somewhere on my social media, and I wanted to use those same things to then create another version of the card in a different way. So what I'm going to do is use those supplies, but I have just added an additional back to this card as well, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So let's get started on this. Okay. So when you got the supplies, it said we had to include a piece of the Designer Series paper and a copper clay base card. All I've done is folded that in half, and then I have folded it back on itself to create this. So also then what it asked for was a piece of shaded spruce, and we cut 2 leaves out of that. Also in the copper clay, it asked for 2 branches, and then also asked for 2 very vanilla pieces like this. And what we do first of all is actually glue the branches to the very vanilla. Okay, so take your liquid adhesive, and I think I've got a little snotty bit on there, so hang on a sec. Alright, let's go. There we go. And we're gluing that down onto this piece. And then we take our other piece and glue that onto that. Alright, just going to move those to the side. Going to take the stamp set with the leaves on it and the Memento ink pad, and I'm not going to stamp it twice. I am actually just going to stamp it once, and then I'm going to actually colour that in with my blending pens. Alright. So now that I've coloured it in, I'm actually now just going to use the dies and cut those out. So I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I've cut that out. What I'm going to do is grab a piece of Designer Series paper, and I'm going to glue. Might need a new glue. Okay, let me just grab a new glue. Alright. Let's try that again. And pop that down. And I'm going to glue that to the inside of the card, and then fold that up. And what I've gone and done is I have cut another smaller piece of the Designer Series paper, and I'm going to add that to the front section like that. I've gone and stamped some words, and I'm going to make a banner out of one side. And what I'm going to do is very similar to how they have done the other card. I'm going to have my leaves, and I'm going to pop that down here. And I'm going to have my words coming out from here. So my words are going to go here. And then what I'm going to do is add the layers like they did when we did this card. So what you need to do first of all is glue down the branches. So just grab some glue. I'm not going all the way to the top of it. I want to just bring it in like that. Take my other one. Like so. That goes that way. And then we also have our 2 extra leaves, the viney bits. I'm going to go that way, and I'm going to just glue those under. So you can see the branch coming out from under that. Now I've got a piece of twine here from the suite. I'm going to grab some mini glue dots and attach the twine. It's quite a big bow onto this. That's going to get glued onto there, but first thing what I am going to do is position this, get my sentiment. Might make the sentiment a banner at the other end just because I can, and I think it'll look a little nicer on there. So cut that, and I might actually glue this bit down, but I'll raise up the picked up the empty glue, and I'm going to glue that down like so. Grab some dimensionals, and just at the base of here, and one in the middle just for good measure. Alright, so now I'm going to glue that down just so that you can still see the message, and I'll grab hold of my mini glue dots and my take a pick tool. I'm going to add three of those. And then I'm going to add my bow onto there. Glue all that. Okay, and then I'm just going to trim off a little bit of excess. Now, because the card is like this, it's going to fall over. So it's not going to actually stand up like I wanted it to do. So what I've decided to do with this is put another base card at the back. So I'm going to grab some tear and tape, just because I want this a little bit stronger. And I'm going to put some tear tape along the back. Like so. Tuck that, it's a little bit past there, so I'm just going to fold it back on itself, and then what I'm going to do is line up these two cards so that they join and meet on all sides. Not pressing too hard just yet, just in case I need to pull aside, because it's just slightly out at that side there. Alright, and there I have my card, and the reason I've done it that way, like I said, is because I want it to be able to stand up. So now I have a card that stands up that way. Okay, then to add your sentiment or message, your written words, going to just pop a liner, just a little section at the back there, so that you've got somewhere to write your message on. Now, if you would like to, you could also add another strip of designer series paper to the back, but I want to be able to make sure that that is front and center. The other thing I was umming and ahhing about whether to do is actually to tuck in a little bird. And the little bird, I think, makes it very, very cute. So I am going to add the bird. The bird is literally just off the designer series paper, but you could always use the stamp set to add that bird to it. So I'm just going to do that, and just for purposes so you can see the finished card, that is what the card looks like, but it actually does stand up quite nicely on its own, ready for display, and you can give it to that lovely person. So yeah, all right, I hope you like that card, and I will see you next time. Bye.
What we love, what we do makes a difference in me and you. All these years of